Hey guys, it's me. Today I'm going to do a video on car camping at Coachella because festival season is going to be shortly upon us, and I felt really unprepared last year when I went car camping, and I did check out YouTube videos beforehand, but yet I still was unprepared. So, my first tip for car camping at Coachella is don't. Just kidding. I feel like car camping works fine if you're like a really chill, laid back person. Yeah, I'm not that kind of person, which I knew going into it, but I read up on it and it just didn't seem that bad. So first of all, we brought a cooler with a ton of snacks and stuff and trail mixes and stuff like that. And it got 105 during the day, and we only had our car and a tent. So pretty much all of our food got ruined after the first day. And they do have people in a truck going around giving you ice if you need it. But yeah. Second tip I would say is dry shampoo. I'm still the type of person who likes to shower, and the lines for the shower, they weren't as long as I read they'd be. I read they'd be over an hour. They probably weren't that long, but the inconvenient part was that, it's the desert, so there's just dirt everywhere. So the second I got out of the shower, I was muddy, I was collecting dirt, the walk back to the car. It was just kind of annoying because as soon as we were clean, we were already sweating, and it was just, maybe not showering would have been easier because I don't feel like it really cleaned my body because I got so sweaty and so dirty so soon after showering. So it might have been a better idea to just bring dry shampoo. I've seen tips on getting to the showers earlier in the day, which may have been smart, but we got there pretty early in the morning. We woke up pretty early and there was still a pretty good line. I think we ended up waiting maybe 30 minutes each day, so it wasn't as bad as we thought it was gonna be, but we did get really sweaty waiting in line and really sweaty by the time we got out, and yeah. Third tip, bring some sort of a charging device or have a car that'll charge it when it's off, because I know some vehicles do charge stuff. Me and my friend had phones. We had extra phone batteries, and even with our extra phone batteries, the walk to the closest charging station was so far away from where our car camping area was, and we weren't able to sit there long enough because it was so hot that our phones were dead pretty much the whole weekend. And that was the only way we had to take pictures. So I feel like we missed out on a lot of picture taking, and that's also why my Coachella vlog from last year has so little footage, because our phones were just dead the whole time. And it was just frustrating. Also, with the charger thing, if you're not supposed to use hair products stuff at the charging station, so if there's nobody there, you can get away with it. But if any of the people are there and they see you using a blow dryer or a straightener, they will have you unplug it. So we did find one that nobody was really at, but there wasn't enough power. It takes forever to charge your phones, and it wasn't enough power to actually heat our straighteners and whatever. So that was pretty frustrating because a lot of the hairstyles we were trying to do, we needed heat for, and we didn't realize that you wouldn't be able to use the charging stations for hair products, and we also didn't realize how slow they were gonna be and how busy it was gonna be there, at the charging stations, no matter what time of day. So that was kind of a bummer. So I just consulted my best friend to see if she had any tips that maybe I haven't thought of. My fourth tip is going to be get there early. I kind of figured I didn't really think that getting there early would matter, and we definitely took our time getting there. But I think that's part of the reason why everything else was so inconvenient, because we were further from the charging stations, further from the shower, further from the entrance, and it kind of like made everything inconvenient because once the sun went down, the temperatures dropped, and we ended up being really cold, but our backpacks wouldn't hold like a sweatshirt or anything. I think we would have had a better time if we got there earlier and were able to park closer. Another tip is to 100% break in your shoes or wear them a bunch before you go. I brought a pair of shoes that I've had for years, wore them every year, wore them a lot, so I didn't think I needed to break them in, but because it was April and I hadn't worn those shoes since probably like August, September of the year before, my feet weren't used to them. I got really bad blisters. I ended up trying to walk around with no shoes, which isn't a big deal for me because I used to do that a lot as a kid. I just felt like I had to be really careful that I didn't like step on something and hurt my feet permanently and really have like not a good time. Another tip I have that I learned that you might need to hear is leave anyone who's not at Coachella not at Coachella. Last year I was trying to get back with my ex and I was on the phone with him pretty much the whole entire time. And I know that really upset my friend and kind of annoyed her because we hadn't seen each other in 2 years, and I spent the whole time on the phone and constantly trying to charge my phone just so that I could talk to him. And yeah, I feel like I wish that I would have thought about being more present at the time, because obviously now I have regrets, but I learned from it. So I would just bring a lot of water. We brought a good amount of water, but by the third day we had still run out and we were really thirsty, and we were scrambling to find the water fill-up stations, which were probably the furthest thing from our parking spot. Probably the entrance to Coachella was closer than the water fill-up station. Definitely explore. We were so focused on like getting ready and then going to Coachella that we didn't really explore the other things that like the campground had to offer. There was this whole like place to eat and stuff that we didn't even discover, I think, until like the third day. And it had so much good food and a lot of like little shopping kind of stuff. And I kind of wish we would have explored that more, but like I said, it was so hot. We really didn't want to move. And yeah, so I feel like I'm not high maintenance, but I'm kind of high maintenance. And so I'm definitely never gonna car camp again. This year we are going to Coachella and we got hotel rooms. I'm not trying car camping again. It's not for us. We both were pretty irritable and miserable because it was just so hot. You couldn't get out of the heat at any time, and it definitely like got to us mentally. Like we weren't as happy-go-lucky as I feel like we could have been, because we were so hot and there was nowhere to really like escape the heat. There's no really air-conditioned buildings, so when we get really hot we would turn the car on, but we couldn't leave it on for that long. We had portable fans, so I definitely recommend if you're car camping, buy portable fans, like battery operated ones. Operated. I'm glad that we tried it because I definitely thought it was something I could handle. I thought I wasn't gonna be bothered by any of it. And she didn't either. She thought that it was gonna be super fun and super easy, and both of us just felt like we didn't have a very good time because of it. So it's like a once in a lifetime kind of opportunity to just like chill and be there and like rough it. But yeah, just in case you wanted to watch something to like maybe better describe what it was like, or hear it from someone who's like kind of high maintenance, because maybe you're kind of high maintenance and you don't know how it's gonna be, I don't recommend. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you subscribe and stay tuned for my Coachella 2019 vlog, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.